Alright guys, hey, how you doing? It's JC. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're just going to discuss why I think Jordan is the GOAT over LeBron James, and just overall why I think this is not even debatable. But anyways, first thing I want to talk about is let's talk accomplishments. Let's talk about rings. That's usually where people start, 6-0 to 4 over, out of 10. I don't think the totality should ever be questioned. Otherwise, Bill Russell should be the GOAT, but he's not. I still think Jordan is, and I just think it's not also how many times you go, but it's a balance of both. Jordan won 6 times and didn't lose any. LeBron's won 10 times, if only won 4. So he's lost 6. That has a lot to say. And I think you're lining up resumes, and with GOATs you usually need nitpick who you think is your favorite, and who would go. I think the 0 losses for Jordan, just that unblemished record, also stands on my side. Now also, I think Jordan having a defensive player of the year award goes a long way. He's not a shot blocker. He's a guard, and in order to play in a big man's league, for him to be the defensive player really meant he was after it in an era that it was mostly about defense. So I think that definitely also bears more weight to LeBron's 0 defensive player. Not saying LeBron doesn't play defense, and he's made one of the biggest blocks in playoff history in the finals, but that's just one moment compared to a whole season in recognition of your peers and all defensive NBA first teams. I think they're pretty tolerable. Jordan for a longer period was also a two-way player. Especially LeBron now in his later years, you can see he takes plays off, and he's older, he's lasting longer. Maybe that's why he's able to sustain. I think one of the things that helped Jordan's argument is that Jordan played 82 games most of the time, and whether LeBron's only done it once in 18, 17 seasons, that has something to say about it, right? Also, I think the dominance of the league, when Jordan started winning, he never relinquished that like nobody else won on Jordan once he started playing. Yes, just 2 years that Houston won, I don't think really should count, because that's Jordan's coming back. 1 year he completely missed. He wasn't himself. So I think most would agree that when he started winning and he played a full season, like, he was just dominant. Like, nobody even, there's Hall of Famers that would have to live the rest of their lives not winning a championship. Barkley, the most noticeable, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing, very, very Hall of Fame players. I think the fact that during LeBron's era and peak, everybody won. He didn't really stop anybody from winning a championship. I think he dominated in the East, which is a little watered down, but at the same time, he didn't come out winner all the times. I think the fact that Steph Curry won, Kevin Durant won, Dirk Nowitzki won, the Spurs won. Like, it's just, like I said, it's just the accumulation. Like I said, great players, but now we're looking at the totality of the game. The eras do have a lot to say, but in an era where you're protected, it's not as physical, you have better accommodations to be a better player, more money, it's different. Like, you would only expect things to evolve to a better place, but you got to put the respect on Jordan's time. I think Jordan's time was a beautiful time. That's just my age, and I could be biased to it, but I love basketball and I respect basketball to be objective. you know, and as a player and a decent player, I think I feel it, and it's not just my bias because my favorite player of all time is Scottie Pippen, and we all know what he's going through and all the blasphemous stuff he's saying. But you know, that's neither here or there. But I like his team ball mentality and put himself, sacrifice himself for the team. So continuing that, I think now more individually and personally, um, LeBron has gotten better, but he doesn't have the killer instinct Jordan had. Like Jordan would command respect, and you know, and just would dominate you, and like people would be like, "Oh, don't talk to Jordan because you know he's gonna go out for 40 or 50." And there's countless of stories. We all watched the documentary The Last Stand, and how you know everybody has little tidbits of stories. I'm sure there's just hundreds more that we're not. But I think LeBron being more of a magic, um, puts him in a different category. You know, I think LeBron is great. I put him top five. There's still, you know, I'll still put Kobe over him, but that's another video. I think the respect, like I mentioned previously, is a big factor that nobody disrespected Jordan, because it's like shit, he's gonna light you up for 50 points, and he's gonna shut you down, he's gonna embarrass you, and just demolish you on the court. The fact that you know you had coaches telling their players like, don't go out and have lunch with Jordan, don't go have dinner with Jordan, don't do. Like, it's just a different era of competition, you know. I think that's what I miss the most. That this era is like everybody's buddy, and let me go play with you. Let me like, where's the struggle, the accomplishment, like Giannis Antetokounmpo, which I butchered his name, but like that carries more weight to me. You know, like I said, this is my opinion. I think also the fact that LeBron has done the super team thing hurts his legacy a little bit, because it's kind of like taking the easy way out. Like, sure, you won, but you're taking the easy way out, and then he's still falling short. You know, with Miami, you know, the whole not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, and so forth. He only won 2 out of 4 and lost to Dallas, and you know that would always haunt him, and that's a blemish, like I said, that Jordan doesn't have on his resume. You know, I think also something that personally bothers me is LeBron's lack of self-awareness. Like I said, I'm sure he's a great father, great player, and whatnot. It's just there's things that he's very hypocritical about, and just got like, he's very activist, and that's great. But then when it came to China, he like disappeared, didn't want to touch that, and that's because that messes with his money. So you can't have it both ways. Make up your mind. You know, Jordan, whether you hate it or love it from him, he made up his mind. He was just one-sided, and he stayed out of politics. He just played basketball. His famous line, "Republicans buy shoes too." Like I said, take it or love it, but he stuck to one thing, and he's the GOAT of basketball.